Hey, hello, and welcome back. I am so glad you're here. I'm Debbie Peterson of Getting to Clarity, and this is another episode of the Getting to Clarity Show. This is the place where you come to try to figure out your next clear move in your business, in your career, in your leadership, but without the sacrifice in your life. And today we're talking about a reset for when you are running on empty. It's a 5-minute habit reset. So, if your calendar is packed, I know that mine is, your to-do list is growing faster than your patience, and you're starting to feel more reactive than intentional, it's getting away from you, you're not alone. That drained feeling rarely hits it all at once. You don't notice it start, you don't see its momentum because it creeps in quietly, moment by moment. It starts with a slow leak, a quiet depletion, a sense that you're doing everything right, and still somehow getting nowhere. Do you have days like that? I know I do. So whether you're leading from the middle or mentoring from the top, you probably feel this more than you admit. You're running hard, but you don't feel like you're getting any traction. You don't need a week off to get back on track, although if you've earned a vacation, take it. But if I know you, because likely I am you, it wouldn't be time off anyway. So let's start with a 5-minute habit reset instead to get you through. So what is a habit reset? A habit reset is a micro intervention. It's a short intentional pause that helps you return to your priorities, re-energized. So your mindset is in a better place, and most importantly, it disrupts the patterns that lead to feeling burned out. And it's not a full lifestyle overhaul. That's stressful. It's one clear move that shifts your momentum. So here's what makes it powerful. It's doable. It's 5 minutes. The most overwhelmed leaders stay stuck because the solutions offered feel just as overwhelming. We're told to journal for 30 minutes or meditate, for 30 minutes. Overall, our whole morning routine or, you know, any of these. You meditate like a monk, but I want you to have an easier solution that you'll actually use. So how about you take just 5 minutes to reset your focus instead? That's where your personal clarity comes in, not with a big, sweeping, dramatic change, but with a deliberate, simple, powerful one. So here are some signs that you might need a reset in case you're not convinced this is you. You find yourself rereading the same email 3 times and you still have no idea what you just read. You're snapping at people, you're avoiding things, or you're zoning out, responding from stress instead of intention. How about small decisions feel heavy, difficult to make, or you avoid them altogether? You feel guilty no matter what you're doing. At home, at work, at rest. When you're pushing should you be doing something else, right? You start your day tired before your feet even hit the floor. You're already behind in your mind. You didn't recover overnight because your brain never really shut off. Does that sound familiar? I'm sure you can come up with a few more of your own as well. And let me just be clear, this is not a time management issue. It's a leadership energy issue. And energy, not time, is your most precious leadership resource. So, what can you do? I'm so glad you asked. 5 minutes, 5 micro moves. These you can do right now. No special apps, no morning routine overhauls, just a reset. So here's what I'd like you to consider. Name what you're avoiding. Close your browser tabs and ask, what is one thing I'm dodging? Write it down. Because here's the deal. Avoidance drains your energy because it's constantly in the back of your mind. It's constantly in your unconscious awareness. Therefore, you're actually constantly thinking about it. Naming it gives it boundaries because then you've defined it and you can do something about it. Next, you can consider switching your state. What I mean by this is stand up. You're changing your physical state. Shake it out. Go outside for 5 deep breaths. It doesn't have to be long. Your body often knows before your brain that something is off. So get your blood moving. In NLP, we call this a pattern interrupt, and it also changes your physical state. As your physical state changes, your mental state changes too. Another thing you can try, re-anchor to your role. Ask yourself, who needs me to show up ready in this moment? Is it your team? Is it a client? Is it yourself? It can't be all of them. You have to pick the one that has the highest priority. This recenters your focus from scattered, right? Tasks on, focused on everything, to being very purposeful and being present on what is most important right now. You can also reclaim one decision. That's it, just one. Burnout doesn't come from making one decision. It's from having to make many. It's a decision fatigue. So take one thing off your plate, or choose a decision that you've been deferring. Action brings energy. Next, celebrate a win. We don't do that. We just keep going. There's always more boxes to check. So take a moment to acknowledge one thing that went well today, even if it was just showing up, especially if that's all you did, because that is something great, especially if you didn't feel like it. Recognition isn't fluff. It's fuel. It reminds your brain what progress looks like, and it helps you to feel like you're leading from purpose, not from pressure. And this isn't a life hack. It's a leadership strategy. Because the leaders that I coach, they aren't lazy. They are tired of chasing everything and getting nothing meaningful in return. They are high capacity, high responsibility humans who have been operating for far too long without an off switch. But here's what I want to remind them, and maybe you need to hear it too. Sustainable momentum comes from small, clear moves. You don't have to do more. You have to reset more often. These micro recalibrations give you endurance. And most importantly, they put you back in the driver's seat of how you lead, work, and feel. So your next clear move, before rushing into the task or trying to push through, take 5 minutes, choose one of the micro moves that we talked about, and then ask yourself, what's one move that would help me feel more focused and in more control right now? And let that question guide your next move. And then make it. One intentional step shifts your momentum faster than overthinking ever could. And it's a whole lot less stressful. So if your organization is serious about keeping the leaders you can't afford to lose, let's talk. And we can chat about how the Readiness Reset programming can help your leaders reset and be ready for what's next. Head on over to my website to learn more at www.debbiepetersonspeaks.com, because remember, when you gain clarity, your whole organization does too. Take care, be good to yourself, and bye-bye for now.